I'm a big fan of Cunard, so when the chance to sail on Queen Victoria came up, organised by a couple of bloggers, I jumped at the chance. Hi, I'm Kathy Chatty Cruises, and I like to share my experiences on the cruises that I go on, and I hope that you find the content both interesting and useful. So on Queen Victoria, what was organised for solo travellers? Well, every morning and evening they had a solo meetup, which was advertised in the daily programme. Initially, it was hosted by the entertainments team and a couple of the dance hosts, and it was quite well attended. You can also arrange to have a sharing table at meal times, breakfast, lunch and dinner. Now, this doesn't always work. The first time I went to breakfast, I was sat at a solo table, but next to a couple who'd come in at the same time as me, but we had different waiters. They got served, and I think my waiter must have gone AWOL, because after 20 minutes I left. Now, at the solo meeting in the evening, Edna said to me, Kathy, what you need to do is ask for a sharing table, and then you make sure you're sat with people and you all get served together. Well, this is what happened. So I've come down early for breakfast. I said I don't mind sharing, and they've given me this table, of which I'm the only person. So we shall see. So this is the Britannia restaurant. It is very big. Yesterday I actually walked out because I didn't get any service at all, so I'm hoping that being on a sharing table will be better. Well, I'd like to say that being on a sharing table enabled me to get my breakfast quicker. I'll tell you what, it couldn't have been bloody slower than if a snail had been coming. I didn't get any breakfast in the end, so I waited and I waited. And then I called a waiter over and he said, oh, we're waiting for your friends to arrive. I said, my friends are back in London. I said, I'm waiting for people to join the table if they wish. Can I have a menu? So he gave me a menu, gave me a cup of the most disgusting coffee I've ever had. So when he came back, I said, right, can I have an Americano? That took 15 minutes. Then another group of people arrived, so I thought, woohoo, we can now get service. And they came up and gave them all water and orange juice, but not me. And then the captain turned up, and I said, well, it's nice to see you. I said, I've been waiting here now nearly half an hour. And he said, well, what else would you be doing? I said, well, I was planning to go water skiing, but, hey. Anyway, I got talking to him. I'll put a picture of him in here. I mean, it's blooming gorgeous. And hopefully I'm going to get a look around the kitchens later. But because I was so busy talking to him, they didn't take my order for breakfast. And so I left again. So, yes, but I did go to the quiz where we won. And then I went into the buffet and had breakfast. And I'll put a photo in there. That actually was quite nice. So all in all, you've got to have a giggle. But there did seem to be a lot less staff than I remembered on my previous trips on Cunard, and I will address this later in the video. Food was generally very good to excellent, but there were some downsides. Sometimes it was cold, the service could be slow, and my bête noire, the lemons had both the pith and the pip in them. And this is something that Cunard would never have done before. One evening I had the special dish, the lobster and steak, which was absolutely delicious. $45 extra, so not cheap. Yes, and the lemon still had the pips in it, as you can see from the pic. There were complaints about the slow service in the bar, especially the chart room, which was a fabulous place midship that served coffee, light snacks, drinks in the evening. The staff there worked so hard, but they could have just done with more of them. Now, I was very fortunate to be offered a tour of the kitchens. For those of you that don't know, I used to be a commercial kitchen designer. I was met by the head chef and the food and beverage manager, and they took me around the kitchens and we spoke quite frank. Now, Carnival owns Cunard, and they send directives from head office about the methods that they use and the food that they serve. For example, they had a directive saying that they can only use whippy cream for the scones in the buffet, and chef told me that actually has saved them a lot of money, so it reduces the waste. Then I brought up with chef and the FB manager the question of the lemons, and he showed me this. Now, this is a little like hairnet thing, and what they do is cut the lemons in half and then enclose them in this so that when the lemon's squeezed, none of the pips come out. Well, I was very impressed, as you can imagine, but he said to me they only use those in the Princess and the Queen's Grill. They told me that the amount of staff that they've got has reduced by some 20% since COVID, and they have great difficulty in recruiting the right staff with the right skills and the right temperament. The cruise industry has, as you all know, gone through quite an explosion in popularity, and so finding the right staff is becoming more and more difficult. But they did applaud the staff that they've got, and I've got to say they have got some amazing staff that are working on Queen Victoria. I have to mention about the entertainment on Queen Victoria. Bluminette, it was great. They had an audience with Leslie Joseph. Blimey, at 80, she was so entertaining, and everybody who saw it said so. They also put on a production of Come From Away, and although I'd seen it before, this performance blew me away. It was so immersive and emotive, and I take my hat off to the cast. It was absolutely brilliant. So, is Queen Victoria suitable for the senior solo sailor? I'd say most definitely yes. If you're a ballroom dancer, come on board. They have dance hosts, you can dance the night away. The solo meetups are really good, and the people that you meet are absolutely gorgeous. I had some wonderful conversations. I'd also like to say a big shout out to Susan Devine and Mary Jacobs, who befriended me when I was a bit of a low point. Ladies, thank you. And I've put a photo here because you both look gorgeous. So, thank you for watching this video. I hope you found it informative and enjoyed listening and seeing the things that I did. Please like and subscribe if I could ask, or post a comment. Until next time, this is Kathy Chatty Cruises signing off.